Good morning. This is a video to open your throat chakra today. So I don't know if you noticed, but this sort of time of year we get a lot of colds, we get blocked sinuses and stuff going on in our throats. It can be a time where we get quite stifled by everything that we feel we have to do. There's a lot going on. So this is just a little bit of a practice that can help you to just unlock that centre. Just allow you to sort of just let it out rather than holding on to it. So to start this practice, you get to lie down. So you're just lying down on your back, just in this position. Just lay down, bring your knees in towards your chest, and just relax your shoulders down away from your ears a little bit. Just holding yourself in this position with your knees up, and just breathe. Just relax. And if you want to, you can place your hands just under your knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knees towards your nose and your nose towards your knees. And then release as you inhale. And again, exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale. And just do as many of those as you feel you want to. Just releasing any tension along your spine. If your neck starts to ache, you can just move the legs rather than your head. So just do what feels right for you. And then just rock and roll in one direction, just loosen up. At this stage, you don't want to bring your legs up too high because you're not quite warm enough yet for that. So just be really gentle on your back. Just a few movements around. And then one way that we're going to roll ourselves up is to really sort of get a rock and a roll going. So you just bring yourself up and forwards and back. It's actually a lot of fun. You can do this with your kids if you have them. And then very gently bring yourself up to sitting. Bring yourself around into a seated position. So you might find if you practice that for long enough, you get to create quite a lot of heat in the body. You laugh because it's fun, it's funny. So just have a little practice at that yourself. So from here, we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring it around, deep breath in. And exhale the other way. Quite funny if you're doing this at home. If anybody's watching you, they won't come near you. They'll think you've gone absolutely crazy. Let them think whatever they want to think. This is about you releasing your throat center. So from there, just inhale, extend up through your arms. Exhale, bring the hands down back behind you and open through your chest. And again, just inhale. Releasing it down and back behind you and open through your chest. So just taking a few more deep breaths like this. Reach the breath down and then exhale, release. Shoulders back, open through the heart center and the throat. So what are we actually working with here? We're working with the throat center. And the throat center is our center of communication mostly. It's also the center of our truth. And often as humans, we don't really know what our truth is. We just don't know what it is. We've piled onto so many conditioning, so many things that we think we should be or be doing, and we very often deny our own truth. And sometimes your truth can be not in line with where you are currently or what you're doing currently. And by accessing it, a lot of people feel that means they have to act on it. They have to do something about it. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just allowing that flow of energy by just acknowledging what that truth is. So this next practice is very vocal. It's about using a seed sound, a mantra, and I'm actually working with two different mantras today. So there's one that I work with generally with yoga, and then there's another one that I've learnt through my own healing journey, through things that I've been doing myself. So it's basically just very basic, very simple, and just allows you to just let it all out. And that is the idea behind this. So what I'm saying to you at home is follow the seed sound that I begin with. Do that first. And then from that point, choose your own sound. Just choose whatever comes out of your mouth. That's absolutely fine, even if it's a whisper, but you want it to be kind of loud. You want to get the vibration through that center to allow the space to move, the energy to move, to free up what's stuck in there, what needs to move from there. So from this position, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths. Now you have to get a rock going with this. You need to move a little bit. I mean, I might need to go back, because I've done this before and I've actually been too far forwards in the camera that you can't actually see what I'm doing. So take a nice deep breath in. This is called tiger's breath. So take a deep breath in, sorry, not tiger, lion's breath. So take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, you come forwards. Now that's one way of doing it. Now if you're used to doing this with your eyes, you can go cross-eyed as you come forward. So take another deep breath in. Exhale. It's quite fun, isn't it? We're going to do 2 more like that. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. 1 more like this. So really try and get that growl in your throat. Exhale. So try that for me. Just try it 4 times for now. And then we're going to hold still, working with this throat center. And we're going to make a sound that goes like this. So really try and get the at the start as much as you can. Now just take a moment to go. Just loosening up whatever's in there. And hum again. So nice deep breath in. One more time. Well done. And then you can go back in to the lion's breath, just sitting nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And you can do as many of those as you like. So do another 4 at the lion's breath, and then going back into the sound. And then just do a couple of rounds like that for me. And when you're finished, then I want you to see if you can just sit yourself in a comfortable position and release whatever you want to. So whether it's a or anything at all that you want to release from that center. So to do that, you need to really drop into that center. You need to ask it what it needs. Where are you not being heard? Where are you not hearing yourself? Where would you like to shout and scream and let something out, but you don't feel like you can for whatever reason? So this is your opportunity to allow yourself to do that right now, to just allowing that out, whatever feels trapped in there. And from this practice, you might feel like a sensation around there that something's opened up, something has released. So what I invite you to do then for the rest of your day is to allow yourself to try and speak your truth in any opportunity. Now, sometimes speaking your truth, it's not always going to be polite to other people. So just being aware of kindness and compassion, and being aware of what you're saying, so you're not hurting anybody else's feelings, but trying to be as truthful to yourself as possible. There's ways that we can articulate our truth without hurting anybody else. So just think about that today and see how that helps with any ailments of the throat. So whether you've got sore throat or your glands are feeling a little bit swollen today, just try that practice. As this video shows, it might only take you 3 to 5 minutes to do that. Do as much or as little with it as you want. And then the next practice from there, when you've finished with it, is I would just bring yourself into a downward dog position just for a moment. Just breathing your hips up and back. So a downward dog is like a triangle position. I'll go back a little bit further. So sitting your hips up and back, space between your shoulders and your ears, and just breathe all along your spine, breathing down through your legs. And from that position, if you're a beginner, you might need to just come down onto your knees. Make sure your shoulders and wrists are nice and aligned. And slowly lower your body down to the ground. Drop your hips and inhale, lift through your chest and rolling the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath and exhale, sit back into child pose. So in child pose, just take your knees nice and wide. Sit your hips back and down and just tuck the crown of the head down and breathe into it. And then when you're finished, just lay yourself down in Shavasana, so just laying down on your back, just having a little rest, lying down and relax. And I invite you to stay there for at least 5 minutes if you can manage that. Just taking deep breaths, just relax your shoulders and think about what truth you want to speak today. And I hope that helps you if you are suffering with your throat today. And in this whole week, if you can keep doing this practice. Have a blessed day.